Friend kills 12-year-old boy after making fun of his mother. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have a 12-year-old boy who was killed by one of his friends because he was making fun of his mother. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. It'll bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A 13-year-old boy fatally shot his friend in York County over the weekend after making a joke about his friend's mother. Pennsylvania State Police have not made any arrests in the death of 12-year-old Kain Heiland around 8:30 p.m. Saturday in Red Lion. Troopers have collected photographs, DNA samples, and clothing as part of the ongoing investigation, according to the search warrant returned. The court document said that what happened the night Heiland died. Okay, let's see. This is what the court said. After his 13-year-old friend made a joke about Heiland's mom, Heiland told him to shut up. His friend responded by pointing a black gun with a laser at Heiland and pulling the trigger. Heiland was hit at close range in his upper back. Wow. So he had a gun with a laser on it. Some high-tech stuff. 13-year-old kid. Could it be his older brothers? Could it be his daddy's? Or possibly his mother's? Let's keep on reading and find out. The York County Coroner's Office ruled Heiland's death a homicide. The coroner noted that the homicide determination meant that Heiland died at the hands of another. Okay, that's what that means. But does not necessarily indicate whether a crime occurred. Okay. The boy police say fired the gun, and another friend checked on Heiland after he was shot and realized he was not breathing. Both friends went home, and the 13-year-old called his father and asked him to come home. Troopers found a .380 caliber shell casing near Heiland's body. State police said the father of the 13-year-old friend owns a .380 caliber gun. They pieced it together. So it seems like it may be his daddy's. That's what it seems like to me. A witness showed troopers a photo of the 13-year-old boy pointing a gun with a red laser at Heiland's face. Let me read that again. A witness showed troopers a photo of the 13-year-old pointing a gun with a red laser at Heiland's face. So they took a picture of him while everything was going on. Interesting. The clothing Heiland was wearing in the photo matches those he was found in after the shooting. Wow. Okay. The 13-year-old went to the state police in York's brackets for an interview and was wearing different clothing than he was wearing at the time of the shooting, according to the court document. So at least he was smart enough to change his clothes. All right, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to let you finish reading the story because it's getting a little lengthy. I'm a little tired, so I'm not going to prolong this video anymore. I'm going to get right to the point and keep it moving. All right. First and foremost, we got a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old boy. All right. Adolescents for the most part. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, preteens. Preteen age. Okay. They're joking around. They're having a blast. They're out there, going back and forth with each other. After one said something about the person's mom, he sort of felt some kind of way about what he said, didn't like it, took exception to it, and then pulled the gun out. Now, I'm gonna give you my spin, what I think. All right. First and foremost, I think that the little boy that had the .380 caliber gun, all right, I think he was itching to use the gun or pull the gun out or do something. You know what I'm saying? Either something like that already happened to him in the past, and he knew that this kid was going to be picking on him, saying this and saying that, and they probably didn't like him. He might have been like a little Eddie Haskell type kid, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, he was just playing with, he went out playing with his dad's gun, pulled it out, tried to make a joke about it, felt some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Boom, shot him in the upper chest, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the rest is history. So those are those two options that we have to pick from. If you ask me, I think that this was already, you know, stewing a little bit. He made a joke about his mom. You make one joke about somebody's mom and you don't kill him. Now I understand in today's age, these kids are soft. It is what it is. They never would have done that in my day and age. Back in my day and age, we had your mama was so fat, your mama was so ugly, your mama was so black, your mama was so poor, your mama was so, you get the drift, you know what I'm saying? We had a whole bunch of your mama jokes, okay? It was a thing back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s. So here we are now in, you know, the year 2020s, okay? And, you know, kids is dying over your mama jokes. I never thought I would see the day that a kid would die over a your mama joke, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, this kid is very, very sensitive. Now, secondly, the kid that pulled the trigger, you basically threw your life away. Now you got a murder charge in your life. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, the fact that you did it at the age of 13, it might get expunged when you turn to an adult. You know what I'm saying? You may have to go to juvie hall or something like that. Then when you get to be an adult, I'm guessing it may get expunged once you become an adult. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but the spin on it and the story was saying how the court documents were saying it's been labeled as a homicide, although no crime was committed. I think a crime was committed, regardless of what he said, what he did. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if I call somebody out of their name and then you shoot me. You know what I'm saying? It just almost feels like you put a group of individuals in that particular story, and then the narrative kind of twists from this to that. If it was me in the story, and I said a your mama joke to one of my homies, and he shot me in the chest and killed me, oh, they had an altercation. No, we didn't have an altercation. I just said a your mama joke, he got mad, he shot me. Same thing with this little, you know, Caucasian kid, you know what I'm saying? He said a your mama joke, the other kid killed him. It's still labeled as a homicide, but now they're not charging them as a crime. So, okay. But if the shoe was on the other foot, it would have been different. Now I'm seeing a lot of these cops, and I'm not spinning it back to cops, you know what I'm saying? I'm just in this, I see a lot of cops picking and choosing who they want to, you know, lock up and who they don't want to lock up, you know what I'm saying? We know that happens, all right? We know that happens. If you don't like a particular individual because of the way they look, the way they dress, the way they smell, you about to be the one to get it, you know what I'm saying? If he okay with you, then all right, let's give you a little slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. We know how that works. But in this case, it's just like, as I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking back to my youth when I was growing up, how much we bust, you know, we call it, you know, busting on each other or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We had fun. We used to be in school, you know, grade school. We used to talk about each other. We go back and forth. You know what I mean? You know, who was the best? It was almost like stand-up comedy hour, you know what I'm saying, while you was in school. Nowadays, you can't even do that because everybody's so sensitive. And now we got the cancel culture out here. And what cancel culture is going to do is as soon as someone notable, like if I came out and did a gay joke or, you know what I'm saying, or like a white joke or, you know, a handicap joke or something like that, you know what I mean? And let's just say I did it now and I didn't take no flack for it. Years down the line, you know, 5-10 years down the line, I become famous. Now people digging into your digging into your past, like, oh, you know what? We gonna stop your future by digging in your past and seeing what you did over here. You know what I'm saying? Something similar like that happened to Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? You know, he made a joke about gays or whatever, you know, one of his stand-up comedies before he became famous, okay? And he found a way to dig back and be like, hey, you know, he's he's homophobic, you know what I'm saying? He's anti-gay and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no, it was just a joke. Like, black folks on the up and up, when we talk and we go back and forth, it's just jokes. It's nothing, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hurt you or nothing like that. We just telling jokes. We just trying to laugh and get a laugh off. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems to me that, you know, other people, other generations, other people that don't look like me, you know what I'm saying, kind of take it to, you know, the wrong way. And it's just like, you know, we're not bullying you. We're not, you know, beating down on you. We just, you know, black folks just like to joke. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just get you through it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have thick skin when you're doing that kind of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate situation for this young man, because you're 12 years old, you telling jokes, you doing stuff that little 12-year-olds do. You know what I'm saying? And although it may have been mean, he wasn't bullying him or anything like that, because the kid was 13 years old. I'm sure he could have handled this stuff if they had to fight. You know what I'm saying? So for him to pull the trigger on him and shoot him in the chest was a little overkill for me. It was a little overkill. And I really feel like this kid that shot him needs to do some, you know, some time. You know what I mean? You need to go away to a, you know, a juvenile, you know, home or something like that, and take you out of, you know, general, you know, normal population, and put you somewhere where, you know, you feel punished. You know what I mean? You away from home. You know what I'm saying? Put you around some people that you don't like, that you don't feel comfortable around. You know what I'm saying? Because now, okay, these parents just lost their 12-year-old son. I couldn't imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just another situation where people just got to get thicker skin these days. They got to get thicker skin. People are just so soft and sensitive. It's just too soft and too sensitive in this day and age. I don't say much anymore. I left everything alone. I don't bother nobody. I just keep it moving. I ain't got no jokes. I'm not trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Go to work, make my money, take care of my family, and keep it moving. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get better, y'all. We got to do better. We got to be better. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that I'm always giving you at the end of every video. I know you're getting sick of hearing it, but so am I. But it is what it is. Let's go out to Kain Heiland. I pray for his family. It's going to be a tough time for him, but, you know, hopefully they can get the love that only the good Lord can give. So, you know, it's a shame that happened like that. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. There'll be more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself, on my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back on my new subscribers. Welcome to AB's POV. Do me a favor. Head on over to TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Give me a like, give me a follow. I share these kind of, you know, stories like this. Sometimes I share a different little reel, a little, you know, something a little more uplifting, you know, funny, you know, different things all over. Sometimes you may get a respin on, you know, what was on YouTube. So, I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.